Yo, I'm Terrell Lewis.
And I'm Cassandra Maria, and welcome to the ARTICUL8 Show.
The most raw and authentic chat show yet.
Yes, this week we again have real talk, and we'll be discussing a topic picked by you, the Birmingham public, with our lovely ARTICUL8 panel.
And our lovely street team, Korean Robin's going to hit the streets of Birmingham to see what the public have to say about the question.
And in our Get to Know section this week, we have J. King, the artist.
And finally, we're going to have some game time with smoking bagels.
Yes, guys, remember, please keep watching us on YouTube, sharing on all the socials, ARTICUL8 everywhere. Just remember the name.
But without further ado, let's get into some real talk.
Yes. Welcome to Real Talk. This is where we talk real. I'm guessing you know what it is already, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce the ladies. So we have Gigi at the end, Becky, and Ada.
And representing the guys, we have Daniel, Tones, and Chakraman.
Right, so it's time for the question. We do have a drum roll. Come on, guys. It is.
Making beats in here.
Stop. Is it better to be employed or self-employed?
Self-employed.
Why?
Self-employed because you've got your own freedom. You can work when you want to work. You can be yourself. You can express your creativity. You can do what you love. You can follow your dream. So yeah, man, that's just simple. Self-employed.
That may have job.
Yeah.
But when shit goes wrong, it's peak, isn't it?
That's what I was...
Yeah, but that's what life's all about. Life's about that stuff. Like when things go wrong, you have to figure it out. I think that's what.
It's got, I don't know, both, I reckon, because like obviously if you're employed now, obviously the company can go bust, you get me? And I don't like obviously work for someone just long. It's better to work for yourself.
Of course.
But do you think that gives you some sense of security, though?
It does, but if you're employed. Yeah, of course, because like if you like a progressive,
you know that your money's coming in every month, no matter how you feel, no matter what you're going through.
Yeah, you've got a routine, but then you're locked in. There's a ceiling. Yeah. You're never going to achieve your full.
Why do you think people would choose the self-employed route?
Because what happens? I'm self-employed. I run my own business. I employ a number of people, and the difference is, people who go out and do the self-employed thing, at some stage in their career, they realise they can do more for themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Once
definitely.
you realise that in life, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
And like Shaq was saying, you'll go through whatever you have to go through to make your operation work. And that's the difference. Well, a lot of people in life are just generally selfish. They want to think about themselves and think, oh, I'm going to get a paycheck and bam, bam, bam. When you're the one that's responsible for everybody, everything that happens, you're feeding all these people and their kids. Yeah. It's a different ball game.
Yes,
of course.
Ladies?
Well, I'm actually employed and self-employed. So, in a sense of what Daniel just said, every month you get, your monthly wage, yearly salary and whatnot. But that to me, yeah, okay, that's all. It's all cool and that, but I love my self-employed job more because I can do what I want. Like Chakraman said, like. I have that flexibility. Like, if I don't want to go and represent a prisoner, I don't have to.
What do you do?
I'm a sales executive in my employed job, and I'm self-employed. I'm a solicitor.
Which one do you prefer?
What job do I prefer? I'm a solicitor. That's what I prefer to do.
Which one?
Solicitor.
Solicitor.
So being self-employed, yeah.
Would you prefer to do the self-employed solicitor thing full-time then, if that's what you enjoy the most?
Yeah, I would definitely, but because I'm in prison law at the moment, and that's not the field of law that I want to be in, I want to be a corporate lawyer, so when I'm in that field and I'm working with businesses and stuff like that, I'll do that full-time, but at the moment it's just something to get my foot in the door.
But that's your end goal?
Yeah, that's my end goal, yeah.
I guess the two work hand in hand though, innit?
Yeah, they do work hand in hand, they do work hand in hand.
Could you just do the one without the other though, like see if like the solicitor business, like how it is now?
Yeah.
Could you just do that without the other employment job or nah?
Yeah, I could. If I wanted to, yeah, I definitely could.
So why don't you then? You might as well just do that then.
Now because it is a lot
of...
of...
that dependency on the other employment job because you know that's always rolling.
Yeah. So if I need... So if there's one month where, business is dry and there's not much adjudications and stuff like that, I've got money coming in anyway.
It's hard. Like being employed, you know that you're going to get paid regardless, depending on who you're actually working for. But if you work for yourself, at least you know what's going on with your money, and you can, if you like your own boss, like you can do whatever you want.
I used to have a corporate career, and I used to balance the two, but then I felt like that was holding me back.
Definitely.
To be fair, because when I was in the situation where I had to get them bills paid, you come up with all kinds of things and you make things happen. When you've got that security blanket, sometimes that's what holds people back from making
you know
a
what,
step.
to be fair, in all fairness, my job that I'm employed in, sometimes it does hold me back, I'm not gonna lie. Because say if there's if I've got a adjudication on a certain date, but I'm also meant to be at work, then it's like either or, you get me? And obviously I don't get as much money from my employed job than I do as being a solicitor. Sorry, carry on. So in that sense, I just have to pick in it and just, you know.
Gigi, what's your take on this?
I don't know, I feel like...
Because you're in uni, right?
Yeah, so for me, being employed at university is probably the most perfect thing. First, we don't get taxed, right? So all the money comes to us. Second, I like all the little, for example, it really depends what company you work for, because don't forget there are great companies. Like my dream company, I would love to work for Google, only because their work environment and their work strategy is absolutely fabulous.
You can create your own Google though.
I know I could.
You're young enough
I know.
to start now. If I was your age and knew what I knew now, I would not forget school, but I would start.
But you know what it is?
I would start. The question is if she wants to.
If you want to,
in this world and age, it's like it's not.
Not forget school, but you know what I mean.
It's not. Sometimes it's not about what you know. It's about who you know in this day and age, and it's like it's quite sometimes difficult to get your foot out. For example, I've locked myself up for the last 4 years, and I've just done uni. So right now, for me to come out of and go, actually, let me just start bloody Google. I can't just...
Why not?
Why not? I don't even know. I don't even know where to look.
You're thinking of it as one big thing. This is the whole key to life right now I'm going to give you. Everything happens one step at a time. And it doesn't matter whether you've got a big leap forward, because sometimes you'll make mile steps, sometimes it will be a millimeter.
Baby
but
steps.
the key to making your operation successful is to keep moving forward every time.
Rome wasn't built
That's
in a
why I
day.
say it's important to start early.
I think it's like 50-50. Those who are employed, I mean, you get so many benefits, paid holidays, you know, you get all your little schemes and bonuses. And if you have a great job, stay at it. But if you've got bigger dreams and you believe that you can go out there and make something better and something unique, then do it. I'm all for self-employment.
I want to just touch a bit on what you said about...
I didn't mean forget school. What I basically was trying to say...
See, I'm on your side, baby. Hold on.
Go on.
Like, honestly speaking, forget school. I'm saying this. Let me tell you why I'm saying this, because the past 3 years of my life, I have been a full-time uni student, part-time worker, and I've been self-employed. Now, I'm not trying to say this so y'all can put a crown on my head because it's already there. But I'm just trying to let you know that I've experienced 3 sides of the spectrum. And I can tell you that university is the biggest scam of all time. It's a waste of your time.
Why is that?
You're going to be
Why do you
emotionally,
feel that,
financially, physically stressed. Take whatever it is that you want to pay in for your tuition. If you have a business idea, inject that money into the business. Because I study law. And I don't know if you guys know what's going on in the legal profession now. It's shit to become a lawyer. It's shit
What
to get a job.
what about people that want to be doctors? You have to go to uni to be certain professions.
Yeah,
so
that one
it's
is
not.
different. That one's obviously different.
You have to, but you have to go to uni to be a lawyer as well, innit?
Yeah, but I'd argue against that because the amount of herbalists, the amount of herbalists and people that are coming out with natural medicines that don't have a doctor, don't have a degree in medicine, but are curing people left, right, and centre. I think we're in an information age now where you can actually do whatever the hell you want, find the information that you need to do it, and go out there and be actually active.
I know people that haven't even gone the full length of school or haven't been to uni or haven't done none of them things, and they've still got their own businesses, they're still self-employed and they're thriving. I know people that have, I know a lawyer who's been to jail and he's come out and he's one of the baddest solicitors that I know. Because he knows the legal system and he didn't necessarily like go to uni or anything like that, you know. So
if your head's on it as well.
This is what I'm saying.
I reckon you can do, because like a lot of people can have the business ideas and want to be self-employed, but can't like
some people.
So who do you think works harder then?
Say again.
Who do you think works harder?
Self-employed.
Being self-employed,
Self-employed, definitely.
Why?
When you're
Because
employed,
you've got to
work
develop-
set hours, 9 to 5. When you're self-employed, your
It's
phone ring, my
24/7.
phone rings 24/7.
Yeah.
And you've
even,
got to take that call.
When you're employed, like I think someone had already said it, you're kind of stuck to a structure. Everything is already provided for you. All you have to do is just show up. When you're self-employed, especially when literally you're the one that brought everything from scratch, it's all down to you.
Yeah.
There's no security blanket, there's no structure. It's you. If you crumble, the business crumbles. And to me, for my business, that's definitely my drive. And
Would you say being self-employed is a big risk into your next
But
step.
it's worth it.
It
So that's
depends
the
how
thing.
you view it.
Both-
Scary.
both of
It
them
depends
are
how you
risks.
view it.
Both of them are risks at the end of the day. Being employed, because like he said, the company could go down and your means of livelihood have gone down as well. But I think they're both big risks. Not one is bigger than the other, but the reward of one is definitely
It's
much
perspective based.
bigger
If you
than
view
being
it like
employed.
that, that's your risk is perspective based. I view it as the risk of not doing it or me sticking
even
to some
bigger.
is bigger, much bigger. So much so that I'd rather, even if you do the business idea, it doesn't fail. Because I know whether it's 100 ideas, 1,000, eventually I'm going to get.
One's gonna work.
Yeah,
Can I just add something?
Gigi.
Eventually.
Gigi,
Yeah,
where would you?
I wanted to add something just to that, just to finish the point from earlier. Basically, with employment, the only reason I agree with employment, don't get me wrong, I had my own self-employed businesses. I worked 4 jobs while I was at uni. That's a minor. But one thing I've noticed, if you're actually working a good job and everything's there, for example, paid holidays and that, and it's not, I know you guys are saying you've got the structure and you're staying between the 9 to 5 job, but if you're looking inside the job, you can actually grow yourself ever. You can go through different departments, you can work and save up, and before you know it, you're the one that's running that company. And for example,
but you can do the same.
I know you
effort,
can
run
do
your
the
own.
same, but I would rather, I feel like, there's certain risks, but right now, the position I'm in life, I just came out of uni, that is not the risk I would
So
want to
there's a
take.
right
The thing
life,
is, you're
right
so
life
young,
balance.
it's not a risk for you.
Yeah, I balance
It's not a
is
risk for you.
important.
You don't have a mortgage, forgive me if I'm right. You don't have for you, this is what I mean about society and the way it views it. You're viewing starting a business as a risk when you have absolutely nothing to do.
You're not going to lose as much as you think you are.
I mean,
No,
no,
so
what are you gonna do? So why don't you just try?
You're
You might as well
literally-
try. You've got nothing to
If
lose.
you can
No,
do it,
it's
you
a
have
balance.
fresh out uni, it's the best time to do it.
I know, but it's just I feel like before I even have the idea, I want to be in a company where I gather, because when I'm in a company, I see, like for example, with my uni now, I'm trying to change the whole system of education because I've seen so many flaws with it. So when I'm in a company, I'm seeing flaws where that's not working. So I'm gathering all this information. When it comes to me building my own business, I'm gonna have this all information
So
and
building experience.
build
See,
experience.
a
That's what I'm
different
trying to
thing.
do
That's
before
that's
I'm
like
ready
what
to
Becky
go
was
out.
saying.
So
That's
Daniel,
it.
what do you do for a living?
Me,
What's your
I
view on this?
work for DHL, and like the company that I'm in, obviously, like it's a progressive company. You know what I mean? It's doing like so well for itself, and there is like a lot of positions where you can climb. Like obviously you got team lead, you got supervisor, management. Then like as Gigi said, you can like get to the position where you could be running that company. You know what I mean? Obviously it ain't gonna be your business, but still you're at a high level where you're well paid, you get the advantages. So in a sense, it's what you're happy with, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't you feel like you're just doing all that hard work and
someone else.
making someone else rich? Someone sat at home, and you're doing all their dirty
If you're
work.
happy to
goodness.
take 100 bags home a year and do that, calm. Because 99% of the world will do that. Do you know what I
I
mean?
work for Sainsbury's, but I'm so sorry to cut you short, but what you just said has triggered me. I work for Sainsbury's, right? I'm leaving in 4 weeks, so you know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop
No. So yeah. So there's this thing that they're doing. They're introducing promo, whatever. And these people had the nerve to write on the employee board, as a business, that's 12 million pounds a week. I was like, the fuck? That's not coming into my account. How much do I get paid in a month? And if you take what I make working at Sainsbury's and what I do when I actually put my time into my business, it's literally twice as much. So when I look at that type of stuff and I deep it, I'm like, I'm really busting my ass, like 12-hour shifts and stuff to go make somebody
It's
else
what you
rich.
as a human
Yeah,
or as a
true.
person accept. You've got terms. There's terms in life. You don't. You know what I mean? It's what you accept. If you refuse to accept anything other than what you want, you'll be surprised with where it takes you.
I do think that even though everybody isn't blessed to have a business mind, everyone's blessed and has the ability to make money doing what they love.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone has the ability to
Yeah,
do that. And if you put in
just cultivating
time and
it.
dedication and persistence into the thing that you love, even if you're not so good at it at the start,
Something
Yeah.
might
you
come
can
from it.
become, you can make it a profitable
Yeah, it's-
thing.
But
it's all
you
and
in
the
the
learning
person, it's
process
all
as
in
well.
how
You know
carry
what it
yourself.
is? Yeah, definitely. But you know what it is? People don't tend to invest their time into the things that they love. They're more likely to invest their time
Or get
into the
results
love of
quick.
money.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to
I
say?
agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
yeah, everyone's
Very,
money
very,
motivated,
more money
so they'd
motivated.
rather do something that they hate and they wake up and they think, oh, why have I got to do this?
One of the women that I work with, I spoke to her when she was pregnant, and she was telling me how she had started like a business where she like designs clothes and all that type of stuff. And she's been working there for about 6 years. I was like, so how'd you get stuck here for 6 years if you have this really good idea? She goes, oh, you know, I gotta pay my bills, gotta take care of my son. I was like,
See, that's
But that's
it.
where life
that
takes
type of
over.
stuff I don't want to get get stuck in that. Everything I say is me personally. My whole point of being self-employed, to me, it's not even about the money. It's all about just feeling fulfilled. Because you know when you have all of these ideas, you want to see it. You want to see it come.
Once you get a flavour of that and you create something from that,
That's
you won't
what I'm
never
trying
go
to say.
back.
This is why me personally, I'm self-employed and I will be self-employed eventually, like totally self-employed and have my own firm and stuff. I need something to leave for my son when I'm gone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What advice would we give
to add to that point as well? To add to that point, I think it's really important that when children are seeing their parents growing, you don't want to be a child growing up and seeing your parent doing a job that they hate every day just to support you, because that's what that's going to teach you how to do. But if you see your parent doing something self-employed or doing something that they love, you see them struggle, you see them get a little bit of success, you see them hit an obstacle there, overcome that obstacle. That's what's going to design you and inspire you to be that type of person. Or even
what
better
advice?
than that.
What advice would we give to the next generation then coming up if they, for example, find themselves in these jobs and they're stuck? How would you say get out? How
get out?
Make a change.
How would you say get out?
How?
There's a lot of resources that can help people out, and there's a lot of people around with like self-employment and businesses like where you can get ideas from, and you can kind of like blossom from that and use that like as a kind of a pointer. You know what I mean?
Google it. That's the best thing ever.
Definitely.
Wait, one sec.
Literally get out. That's the best way to do it, because I feel like even in self-employment, like, correct me if I'm wrong, when you're like at the bottom of the barrel, when you feel at your most hopeless, that's the best time, because literally there's no other place to go but where? Up. So that's the best thing to do. If you're like, oh, I can't drop out of uni because this, that, and the third, drop out. Oh, I can't leave this job. Leave it. That's the best. You
know
don't need
what?
to spit English
It's
for that.
true.
Get out.
I left my job. I used to work a 9 to 5 and I left. And although I'm more broke, because obviously I had the salary, since I'm happier,
right?
Because it's
just
money isn't happiness. Having money isn't the route to happiness. But money can't buy happiness.
I think overall self-employment, because I noticed everyone that's in employment always says, I want my own business, so I want to be self-employed.
They're sad.
Because they think it's more money.
They are sad.
They don't understand. You poorer.
It could
We
be a
poorer
money
than
driven
most
thing, but it
people.
could just be like being your own boss and not having to like take orders and doing like what everyone else has been against.
Honestly, I see people at work, like my colleagues, and they complain and complain and complain. Honestly, I work with some complainers. No offense to them, I love them, but literally every shift, the customers, this, all that. And I'm just looking at them like, honey, I'm going to come back here in 10 years and see how you doing. I don't get that.
But they need to reflect and they need to work on themselves.
I know that when I'm doing my
they need
business,
to fulfill
I'm not
themselves.
complaining about anything. If I have a client, one time I had to travel. The first time I ever went to Coventry was when I had a client there. And I was like, I never been to Coventry. I'm about to travel all the way down here. But it was such an experience, the whole train ride there. I was like, I wasn't even thinking I'll be getting to the money. I was thinking like, I'm actually doing what I want to do. But from my house to Sainsbury's is like literally a 4-minute walk. It's the worst walk of my life. I hate
crying all the way.
I'm like crawling to work. So for me, it's all about fulfillment. And always, even if I have a child who tells me, Mama, I'm trying to be a doctor, I'm gonna first tell you, honey, you know that's 13 years in school, right? And if she says, yes, Mama, I want to do it, I support you. But if I have a child that says, Mama, I want to sell, I don't know, wooden baskets, I'm going to be like,
you get it.
All right, let's get a raise of hands for those who think self-employed.
Yeah, let's go for it.
the house.
I'm like this. I'm like this.
Put your hand up, Gigi.
I agree, but
I got some advice before we start. You get me? I do think for the young generation that want to be self-employed, it's really important to know how to deal with being uncomfortable and being in a situation where you don't know what you're doing and being in a situation where there's no financial security and you've got a dream and you're not really sure how you're going to get there. But like Tones was saying, you have to do baby steps. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Just do what makes you happy.
One thing turns into two things, and two things turn into three things, and you meet someone, and something amazing will happen that will lead to another amazing thing.
Just
that
not
will
giving
happen.
up. That's all it is.
I hear that fully, man.
Yeah.
Trust the universe.
But yeah, we'd like to hear what you guys have to say at home. So if you comment below, comment, like, subscribe, all of that to the channel.
Definitely.
So we can get into your head as well.
Yes.
Follow dreams, man.
We've got time now, man. It's time to close this up.
Follow your dreams, guys. Follow your dreams. But now we are going to go into street talk to see what you guys think on the streets.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Street Talk. It's me and Cree again, and today we're out asking people, is it better to be employed or self-employed? Self-employed straight away. Why is that?
to pay 20% tax.
Okay.
Get tax returns.
So it's all about the economical side of this for you.
I've already because you got tax returns. Depends if you're a sole trader or whatever, but you get money back and then there's actually you can do whatever you need to do to get knocked off the tax bill.
Depends if you got a good accountant, really, innit? if you got a good accountant, it's better to be self-employed because you might be able to swerve the tax man a little bit.
So you're thinking about it in an economical way. You're thinking about it on the terms.
Saving money.
Saving money. You have to do this day and age, don't you?
You can't, man. You gotta get that money in
do what you gotta do.
You gotta get them peas up.
So we're saying self-employed purely so you can.
No, because you more than likely you probably get better money at the end of the week. Sometimes you have to pay a lot of taxes when you're employed directly, and with being self-employed, you have more chance of getting a few quid extra.
Self-employed all day long, hands down self-employed.
Why?
Because you make more money. Hands, it's simple as that. Self-employment, you make more money, you're in control of how much you earn.
So are you working for a company at the moment, or are you self-employed?
Self-employed.
And are you reaping the benefits of being self-employed?
Of course. Yes, definitely.
Would you ever go back into employment?
Never in my life. I'm never working for somebody ever again.
What if you was broke, flat on your face, and Argos got in contact with you and said, look, we've got a two-day week job?
I know how to sell stuff, I know how to sell stuff, it's that simple. I'm a good chef as well, I'll cook for people and sell it to them.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to being employed, hands down.
Yo, people, welcome to Real Talk. Today we have J King, the artist, in the building. Well gone, my buddy. You good?
Yeah, my bro. You saying?
I'm good, man. How do you get into art? So tell us.
Bruv, it's been a lifelong thing, man. Since young, I've always been into it. So yeah, man, it was a thing like something I've always been mad passionate about. Always enjoyed.
What, from young?
From young.
Okay.
Like from school. Like
what age?
As long as I can remember. You know, like from school days, drawing like Sonic the Hedgehog. Things
so you use them annoying kids that would draw on the maths book.
Bro, man, wouldn't say annoying still.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the word.
Yeah?
But yeah, definitely, bro. I was always drawing, man.
I hear
always
you,
drawing
I
from
hear
young,
you,
so
I hear you.
just-
So how was it growing up as a child in your life?
What, as an artist?
Yeah.
Bro, I used to draw on the walls. And my mum would wild out.
So you say annoying wasn't a word? You was a nutter, fam.
I suppose there was not like, man wanted to draw on it, so I
Yeah.
draw on the walls.
Drawing up.
Get in trouble.
Yeah.
Have a little cry. This, that, and the other. And then like just kind of went through life getting older. And only like during my teens, I kind of stopped drawing so much. I still did it in school, obviously, but like I kind of slowed down on it a little bit. And then
So what was the first thing you started drawing? Was
Sonic
it like
the
an
Hedgehog.
image or
For what I remember, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic,
yeah.
the one on the front of Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive.
Did you start with the mouth?
Nose.
The nose.
Then you do like a little loop, like up like that, and you go around, do the mouth, the smile, up like a little triangle, down, little circle bit for the eye.
My one was a bit different than that, but mine was Sonic as well.
Yeah, how was you drawing Sonic?
The mouth first.
The mouth, what the...
And then the eyes.
When did you do the nose?
I don't know, fam. This is getting a bit too... We're gonna have to do this off camera, fam. It's making me hot thinking about it, fam. Fuck it, no. Listen, the Art of Sound, tell us about it.
Art of Sound's the art party.
Okay.
Yeah, so we basically have a night where you can come over and get to enjoy art in like 2 or 3 different ways. So it kicks off with an exhibition. We take over the venue. We've got dope pieces on the wall.
So party, what are you talking about? There's juices.
It's in a bar, so it's
girls
alcohol, girls, guys,
Okay.
turn up, shots on entry. But like we kick it off with the
Shots of
exhibition.
what?
Jaeger.
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger.
I'm trying to get everyone licked.
Yeah, ice cold Jaegers.
I respect it still.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. Yeah, but it's
How
a
long have
party.
you been doing this for?
It's a year. It was a year in April, but we did one last year.
Okay.
And I'm from Grove, innit? So we did the first one in April, and then in June the Grenfell Tower fire happened, so it kind of put everything on hold.
Okay.
And then we kicked it back off again this year in Feb, sorry.
And how's that going?
So we've done Feb, April.
Sick, yeah.
Sick,
So you got a group of team around you that help you push it. And that.
Yeah, I've got a good team around. We've got Love Jaeger, they sponsor it, so they're very helpful. We've got Fat Tone, who's a big help with pushing it. And we work with a lighting company called Twisted Pair. So Like it's different.
Okay.
The way we have our lights, our artwork.
Proper thing.
Yeah, man.
I'm actually gonna come down.
But you gotta see
I'm
it.
actually gonna come down.
gotta
Hold
see
me
it.
to that, man. How do you know when a piece of art is complete?
It's never really complete.
Okay.
You gotta just.
Well, is this some of your stuff here?
Yeah, my stuff up there. So like,
okay.
For me, like you gotta just.
There's a lot going on in there, isn't it?
It's the ends, bro.
I see police. Someone saying FU, coffins, trainers. It's like, what are you trying to describe? What is this? Like a.
That's
the ends. This the ends. This is London. Yeah.
That's the ends, bro. That's
okay. Trap phone.
Things around man growing up.
Yeah, chicken and
Things
chips.
around man
Oh
now.
shit, that's actually sick.
Love, brother.
Do you colour these in, or just leave it like that?
No, this one's black and white, but
Yeah.
that's part of a series, isn't it?
Okay.
So a lot of my artwork is like it's just inspired by like a London lifestyle, isn't it?
Interesting. What's these? Okay. See no evil, hear no evil, speak.
Yeah, it's more about corruption within like the police force.
Okay.
So you know, something happens, and then a lot of the time it's like the fellow police, their colleagues, don't see nothing.
You get pushed under the
say
carpet.
nothing. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So that was what that piece was about.
Mm.
It was a response to a lot of stuff happening.
You basically just said fuck the police.
Kinda, yeah, like, but it's that message is directly like, the fuck the police is a whole different piece of art, innit? This one is like, look, there's corruption and you're not seeing it, you're not
Yeah.
speaking about it.
Nah,
and it's like you can't
nah,
hear
there,
it, innit?
there is some good police out there, I guess, man. Big up all the good ones that's doing their job. But all the
See what this
corrupted
though.
ones, this is for you. All of you watching, it's all you Harrys out there.
Harry, you
Toms.
know.
Tell us about some work you've been commissioned to do.
Most recently, I was working with DJ Luck and MC Neat.
Okay.
So some garage legends like we did.
Okay.
They started a new thing called Luck and Neat Juniors. So they hold parties for parents to come with their kids, like from toddlers to I think like 12 years old.
Mm.
So they wanted to brand it in a certain way where it will appeal to children, but
Okay.
also get the message across to the parents.
Mm.
So we did like a new design for them as like cartoon characters, which would appeal to young people.
Okay.
And then also created I think it's like a minute long animation, a cartoon kind of showing them DJing, and they have the world's youngest DJ,
Mm.
a kid called DJ Archie. I think he's like 2 years old. So he DJs at their event, so they included him in the animation.
Okay.
So that was one of the most recent things I done was that still.
Okay. So out of all the work that you've done, which one is like, yeah, this is my baby. This is like, this is my best piece of work.
I won't say every new piece I do is my favourite, but usually it's like whatever I've done last. Sometimes when I look back at things, as I said before, like art's never really finished, and you just kind of you gotta just leave it, you gotta abandon it. But sometimes when I look back at old stuff, I can see imperfections, I can see things that I've learned now, techniques that I've learned.
So which one stands out?
The funerals piece I done, I think.
The funeral piece.
The funerals piece. Yeah.
Is that what the funeral piece? You just have one with just funeral pieces.
Yeah, it's just it's based on the Friends, like, no, look at that.
Okay.
The Friends couch, innit?
Ah.
So that's probably my favourite one at the moment. Still, it's one of my most recent.
What does this mean to you? Where was your head at when you was like drawing
Like,
this? Yeah.
Quite recently, like this year and last year as well, like there's been a lot of death around, man, innit? But it hasn't never really affected me directly in a sense where someone I'm extremely close to has passed away.
Yeah.
But it's people that I'm close to have lost people close to them. So like there's been a lot of death around, man, like indirectly, innit?
Okay.
And what I kind of was thinking about with this piece was that like essentially like more friends mean more funerals, innit? The more people you meet, the more funerals you're gonna eventually have to attend. The more people you let into your life, the more funerals you're gonna eventually have to attend, innit? So I took the Friends couch, left it empty, had no one sitting on it, reworded it to funerals. So essentially it's like more friends, more funerals.
Well, let's just go back to the Grenfell Tower. We know that you've been in like doing some work with the Grenfell Tower and obviously the community side of it, and obviously your brother's got some MBE.
No, so he got a commendation. So
Okay.
he got a commendation because this time last year he worked in London Bridge.
Okay.
And there was that was a series of terrorist incidents, I think in Westminster, and then we had the one in London Bridge,
Yeah.
where I think 7 people died.
Okay.
And he works on a door, of security. So one of the doors that he was on, the terrorist incident happened there, and he was one of the people that were like one of the members of the public that kind of stepped up and took action and saved some people's lives, managed to slow them down before the police come and finished it off.
Seeing the journey that you've said that you've come through, I wish you all the best.
Thank you, brother.
And keep going, man. Keep moving forward. Keep focused. And especially someone's heart is for the Grenfell Tower and obviously for the community and stuff. You can't even beat that, fam.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Right now we're gonna go into some quick fire questions. Okay, Batty or Breast?
Batty.
Beauty or Brains?
Brains.
Mobb Deep or Wu-Tang?
Mobb Deep.
Instagram or Facebook?
Insta.
Pacquiao or Mayweather?
Mayweather.
Okay. But yeah, right now, you ready for some game time?
Let's do it, bro.
You ready, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some game time. Okay, it's game time. The part of the show where one of the presenters go head to head against the guest. It's a challenge today. It's called Label the Bagel. You got to guess. Well, she's going to describe one of the bagels when she eats it, and then he's going to have his back turned, and then he's going to have to guess which type of bagel it is, if you get it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Always ready.
Presenter team, you better win this time.
I always win every single
Come,
show. I win all the time.
Are you ready, yeah?
What do I look? I don't look.
All right, no, just grab it and then bite it.
Okay.
Describe it, please.
It's tasty. No, it's not chicken. It's something that you have. You can have that on this with other toppings.
You got 10 seconds left. You got to guess, you know, brother.
On it, toppings on a toppings.
No, that's whack, man. You're not helping me at all.
It's got like.
I don't know.
2.
I can't. There's nothing
Time.
else to say.
That was terrible. I can't lie.
Pizza toppings on a pizza.
It's bagel.
No, but it's pizza flavor.
Don't worry, it's all right. She's moving nuts. All right, next one. Are you ready, yeah? Again. Yeah, again. Let's go, grab one. Grab a bagel. All right, cool.
Can you describe it properly this time, please?
I mean, can you listen? There's no...
You said the same word.
Wait, you missed half the thing. What are you doing?
Oh, guys. Oh, where's the rest of it?
Grab that thing there. You took half the actual... You took the bread by itself and left the meat.
Ready?
You're right, yeah? Go on. Watch how she eats the bagel.
What is this?
What is it?
It's like a minty kind of thing. With clocking.
Mojito.
With
Mojito bagel.
What?
No, honey. Clock.
2.
Mint clock.
Time.
Do you know what?
What is it?
Basically.
Do you know what?
Right.
You can't.
I don't think she even knows where it was.
Are you ready now, yeah?
Food.
So you gotta turn your back now.
Okay.
And then you gotta choose one and then describe it.
Do I look when I choose?
No, just grab it and buy it. No, next one.
What's on that one?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go.
Let's start already. It's mint toppings. It's got toppings.
A mint pizza bagel.
No, you have it on a. You might have it on a Sunday.
Jerk chicken bagel.
Something else.
2, 1.
What else do you have? Rice and peas bagel. What do you have?
All right, the next one. You ready? Yeah.
Is that roast chicken?
Are you ready, bro? Yeah. The next one. No, grab that. Let's go. Go. Time. You can't. What does it taste like? What is it? You box both of them. Was it hot?
No, it's
on
cool.
there?
It's mild. It's
Digesting. Niggeritis.
Sunday again. I think you eat on a Sunday.
Yeah.
What else? Like what kind of flavors?
It flies.
It flies.
doesn't
What
fly,
flies?
it doesn't fly,
It doesn't fly. Fish, bait, salmon,
Pigeon.
pigeon. No.
It lays stuff.
Egg. No. Ugh.
Ah.
Eggs don't lay stuff. Eggs are laid.
Time.
Chicken.
Chicken. Did I say that?
Yeah.
But what type of chicken? That is the question.
Roast.
What?
Okay.
Roast chicken. Alright, calm. I thought you was gonna say turkey.
That might have been a better word for it. So. That's what I
Right,
meant.
calm. And the winner is, it's a draw. Well done. Give yourselves a clap.
Thank you.
All right. So, what bagels did you eat?
I had a pizza bagel and a chicken tikka bagel with mint sauce. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sounds nice. What did you have, sir?
I had a chicken tikka bagel with mint sauce, and I had a chicken garlic bagel.
Okay.
Garlic chicken.
Well, guys, that brings game time to an end. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. All of that, malarkey. And then, yeah, we'll see you guys very soon. Mododo. Powers.